Alright, so this video is for one person, and her name's Kaylee. She's 11 years old, and so first of all, I'll have you know that I'm truly sorry. Truly sorry. Obviously, I'm not proud of it, and I just kind of realized when I was looking at it earlier that you're 11 years old, and it happened about 11 years ago, so you were a baby, and I remember him having a baby when it happened, and I'm truly sorry that you're growing up without a father. I really am. If I could change it, obviously I would. But I will tell you the story of what happened so you know. Keep in mind that I have to live with that, and I've had to live with that for the past 12 years. Also, you know, you sent that message cussing and whatnot. You're too young for all that. You shouldn't be doing that. But I am truly sorry. It was an honest accident on both parts. You know, I'm sure he didn't mean to do it, and I for sure did not mean to do it. And I'm sorry. You know, but for you to come at me the way you did, because my Facebook bio says I'm the shit. It's said that since I made the Facebook back in 2008, so it was long before this happened. Also, you know, you threatened to tell my family and friends on Facebook. Everybody in my life already knows. That was a big deal for me. It's very hard for me to get through, and it took family and friends to get me through it. So everybody, including my employees where I work now here in South Carolina, they know. And ironically, I was just talking about it the other day. It's not something I talk about very often at all, which is why I found it odd that you messaged me. It was like you could feel that I was talking about it. But someone was in the same situation, only it was a guy on a motorcycle. That type of stuff is brought up all the time in the motorcycle community. And this poor guy had a motorcycle pull out in front of him, a group of them, and he hit one of them and killed him. And he's got to live with that. It wasn't his fault. And even the man's brother was in the group of bikes, and he told the police officers that it wasn't the guy's fault. His brother pulled out in front of him. So big shout out to you, dog, for being honest. That was your brother, but you still told the truth. That's the way people should be. Huge shout out to you for that. Well, here's the story. I was coming home from work, and you know, it was about 9 o'clock at night. Typical day, we worked late, and there was a car dealer on my right, and there was a road that turns to the right. There was also a road that turns to the left, but instead of it being a straight across intersection, it was an offset, so you had to go left and then right. And as I'm going by all these cars, 9 o'clock at night, dark, going through a green light, doing the speed limit, mind you, a bicycle comes flying down that hill and runs right through that red light and drives straight into the front of my truck. I hit him, the windshield shattered. I noticed the bicycle, didn't notice much else. I thought instantly it was a kid, and it freaked me all the way out. It did. I hit this man very hard, and I got out to check on him, and he was still alive at that point. You know, he was moving around and kind of looked like he was just in some pain. And I'm like, all right, he's gonna be all right. You know, I'm on the phone with 911. I'm asking people around me. There's people all around us by this point. You know, are you guys calling 911? I'm gonna make sure 911 gets here immediately. Everybody's calling them. They showed up within minutes. You know, obviously they asked me what happened. I explained to them exactly what happened. I was coming through this light. Matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly. The light turned red right here, or it was red. And then I started slowing down just like this. The light turns green. I start speeding back up. Get back up to speed. I'm just carrying on about my day, going home. Right when I get here, I gotta stop. Right when I get here at the intersection, he comes flying down that hill and turns right into me on a bicycle. Of course, I hit him and he goes over the truck, and it was a very terrible day. Very terrible day. Shoot. These people ain't open. I done screwed myself. But it happened. I can't change it. I wish I could. It hurt me more than you know, Kaylee. It really did. I've never taken anyone's life, and you know, it was about 30-45 minutes into talking to the police officers and stuff, and he told me, he said, I'm gonna go on and tell you, man, he didn't make it. And they tried everything they could, and he didn't make it. And I'm sorry for that. But I know you're 11 years old, you're a kid, I get it, you know. But don't come at the person judging them like I'm supposed to be okay about this situation, or like I don't care, because trust me, I do. Christopher Grimes died at 25 years old because of me. I know his gravesite, I know his age, I know his name. I'll never forget that name. And when I was in the hospital, when they were taking my blood and they were doing the analysis, making sure that I wasn't doing something wrong, you know, doing their job, you know, because if I had been drinking or doing something bad that was in my system, then I would have went to jail, and that would have been rightfully so. That would have been 100% justified. But I wasn't. I was on my way home from work, and it happened. So now, there was a couple arguments in the past, not really arguments, but it was brought up in the past several years ago, and people tried to rub it in my face, you know, your family and everything, and it's like, oh, so you're proud of that? Absolutely not. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all, and I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I don't think about it every day. Obviously, I'm not going to lie to you, but it does cross my mind, especially when I see a bicycle. Every single time I see a bicycle, which I see a lot of them, that thought comes through my mind. And like I said, just keep in mind, I live with that every day. So that's what happened. You know, I just kind of realized this morning that you were a baby, so you didn't really know exactly what happened. Well, now you got it from me. You know, that's exactly what happened. I wish I could change it, but I can't. So I wish you nothing but the best. I truly do. I hope you have a great life. I hope you don't act the way you do when you messaged me. Just know you got a long life ahead of you, and you got your life to live, so live it, and live it good. Don't make mistakes. Don't follow people that are doing wrong. Don't ruin your life, you know. And I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying that, nothing like that. I'm just giving you a word of advice from a 35-year-old man that don't ruin your life. Follow the right people. You know, be the friend that your friends need you to be, and don't go down the wrong road. There's a lot of that in that town. That town ruined my life. I used to be a completely different person, but you know what? I straightened up. Don't go down that road. Live a good life. Don't be cussing and stuff. You're too young for all that. Plus, it's trashy for a girl to be doing that, in my opinion. But yeah, there you go. I'm truly sorry.